Hello, and welcome to you. I am Shoshana, and this is going to be a reading for you if you are a Virgo. Welcome to another Indigenous Oracle. What kind of Virgo reading, you say? A Lover's Potential reading. Oh, yeah. We're going to get a lot of cross watchers. So if you are a Virgo and you want to know the potential of your lover, the potential between you and the current lover. Virgo. What do we got? Oh. We already have two cards. Okay, so right off the beginning, the person that you're dealing with, please keep in mind that I only read the collective storyline. I read the loudest collective storyline. So if something is not accurate or if something does not resonate with you, it simply means that it's just not your story today and it's somebody else's story who needs to hear this. We all have stories, and sometimes our stories are really important and other times our stories are not that important. So the energy is going to gravitate towards that person who needs to hear a certain story the most. Now, for these two cards, what is very interesting is that I'm just going to read the story as I see it, okay? You are in a situation where you maybe like somebody, maybe they like you, but there's no commitment. You're kind of in a little flirty relationship or a little flirty dynamic going on, and ultimately you're going to have to walk away from them. The reason why you're going to have to walk away from the current person or situation or current lover is because of circumstances beyond your control. This is either because there's something about them that you found out, or simply just a circumstance having to do with distance and you needing to move to another location that is too far away to maintain a relationship with them. And then we have going on a journey. So this is you going on a journey and starting all over in a new town. This is so exciting. This is going to be beyond your control. This has to do with financial restrictions or simply difficulties in the domestic household and you needing to have to move your household, whether that is the whole household needing to move. What I feel for you, Virgo, is that you are going to, this is so funny. As soon as I said that, this touched my hand. You are going to meet so many people. This is especially if you are a male Virgo. It's for both of you, but especially if you are a male Virgo. You are going to meet so many people. There is someone in your household, whether this is your mother, a grandmother, a wife. Well, I guess not a wife if you're watching this, but there's someone in your household that loves to travel. They love to travel, and they will do anything that it takes to make sure that they travel, and when they travel, they are taking you with them. With that being said, you are going to meet so many women and so many men. You're going to make so many friends and so many besties. You're going to be meeting other musicians like yourself, and you're going to be doing all kinds of shows. I see you doing shows and concerts and travelings and meetings, and there is no reason for you to settle down with the person that you're interested in now, because this person can just stay a friend. Keep their contact information and have them be a friend for a while, you know. But eventually they're going to meet somebody else and you're going to meet somebody else, and you're just going to have to kind of part ways. And maybe just keep their contact information, depending on, you know, if the friendship is romantic or platonic. So I see you going on this journey, going to a brand new school, and you're going to have so many amazing experiences. And there's only one thing that's going to be painful for you. And the only part, I mean, like, just look at all these cards together. Like, this is so exciting. Like, look, actually, it's going to go this way on the camera. Look at these cards that you have. It's like you're about to walk into such a magical experience. There's a family member in your life that loves you so much that they want to make sure that they dedicate their entire life to making your life magical. I don't know, probably a mother. You have me in tears over here because you, especially the Virgo males, I just feel like masculine Virgo energy. You had a really tough upbringing. You had people pass on, and at a younger age than what you would have wanted. Like, it's just so much loss. There's so much loss in your family background or in your family ancestry. There's so much loss, you know, especially if you are from an indigenous tribe. There's so much loss of culture and loss of language and loss of lifestyle that we relied on. These lifestyles were there for a purpose, and all of that was taken away from us. So even if you're young, you have all these memories, all this emotional cellular memory of past lifetimes, that there was a similar dynamic going on, and now you already experienced pain at such a young age. But all of that is going to be compensated because there's someone that takes care of you, or somebody, an elder in your family, or just someone in your life that is just behind the scenes figuring out how they're going to make you a bridge to whatever will make you happy. Okay, so it doesn't look like that right now. Right now, it looks like your life is falling apart. You're going to have to go to another school, or you're going to have to go to another office. And behind the scenes, there's things going on that you're not going to see for a couple of years. But when they finally happen, they're going to be so magical. And you're finally going to feel like you have the routine that you really want to have, because your routine is broken right now. Your heart is broken, your routine is broken, but yet you keep staying busy and not giving up, and you have this resilience. I can't stop crying because I understand how you feel. There's this resilience where you just haven't been giving up. You have not gave up. You've been feeling like opposed at every direction. And I just really feel that in a couple of years, things are going to be more stable for you after all of the chaos and insanity passes. You're finally going to get that routine that you want. All of that is being handled. There is a certain routine that is very precious to Virgos, you know. Virgos, if anything, a Virgo invented the routine. Your life is not organized. Even if you say it is, it's not. There's so much that needs to be looked through and analyzed and reconfigured. But I'm really excited for you. And you should be excited too. Because all of this pain, you've hid it so well. I admire you for having this. I mean, like, usually I would say poker face, right? Usually it would be poker face, but this is not a poker face. This is resilience. Is that, I said resilience. I meant to say resilience the first time. You have this face of resilience that is just so admirable, because I see how much you've been like whiplashed by life. Life has just you feel beat up by life. And the only little person that you look forward to, you're going to have to walk away from, you know? And it's okay. You are not aware of what is coming. And you're not going to understand until it comes. And finally, when you are there and you are making these amazing friendships, you're just going to be like, oh my gosh. This is what, it wasn't all for nothing. It wasn't all for nothing. It was for something. And you're just going to be so grateful for these new relationships that you're going to be getting into. You know, and I'm not talking about romantic. I'm talking about friendships, lovers, crushes, whatever. You know, it's like there's this sense of your life just starting over. Brand new school, brand new place of living, brand new town. And I want to go back to what I was saying before. The only negative that I see that you're going to go through is having to say goodbye, because you're going to be exploring the world so much in the next 5 years that you're going to be saying goodbye to a lot of people. So prepare yourself emotionally for making memorable interactions, and knowing that you're only going to be with them for 1 to 2 years. So don't get attached too hard, because you're going to have to let go again. You're going to have to let go. You're going to walk away from this, and then you're going to go to something else, and you're going to have amazing interactions there, and you're going to let go of that too. And then you're going to head on and go somewhere else. So I just see you going to different destinations. And when you reach your final destination, that's when you're going to make the extra long-term friendships that you're going to have be steady for a good 10 years plus. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm getting for you. We have double mission. For those of you who are healers, it is part of your mission to uplift humanity through your craft, through your industry, through whatever it is you do, because you do something, right? You do your trade, your hobby, something that you're good at, and that is part of your mission. If whatever you do has to do with uplifting humanity, then it is definitely part of your double mission to do so. And we have making a decision. Don't be afraid to make that choice in a seemingly choiceless situation. Take the first step and great opportunities will emerge for you and those involved. Trust that every road is a route to your destiny. Believe in yourself. So I just don't see any commitment for you anytime soon. I feel like there's so much that you need to do before you get into a commitment. And you'll be just fine. You know, like honestly, I don't see you getting into a commitment for the next 3 years. I feel like the next 3 years is going to be all about education and networking. And then when you get to about your 3rd year, you're finally going to be in a long-term place. And you will be able to make long-term decisions, such as getting into a committed relationship with somebody. Unless you're into long-distance relationships, which that is definitely going to be it varies depending on what people think. You know, some people support long-distance relationships, others don't. But you don't have to be so it doesn't have to be so black and white or yes or no. You know, if you feel like there's someone that you really don't want to let go of right now, then don't let go of them, and just let them know that there's a lot of things that you're passionate about and that you're going to be traveling and you're going to be studying abroad. Communication is really all it takes to have a healthy relationship. It's that simple. But apparently that's just something that this new generation just doesn't. This new generation has a hard time with the simplicity. You know, the simplicity of life. They want to make things all complicated, and it does not have to be complicated. But last but not least, let's see one more. Let's see. Entering the Garden of Delights. This is such a beautiful card. It's like there is so much that you have to look forward to. I am telling you, like, I don't usually tap into the future. It's not something that it's not necessary for me to. I just like to see the presence, you know, the present moment for what it is. But in your particular case, this is a very futuristic reading, and I really feel like you're going to be so happy in 3 years. Not to say that you're not going to be happy on your way to those 3 years. On your way to those 3 years, it's going to be an adventure. It's going to be an amazing adventure. But actual stability and happiness will come in 3 years for you. That routine that you're looking for. You're going to have another routine, but that routine is going to be like the practice routine. It's not going to be the 1-1 routine, you know? So there's a lot going on behind the scenes for you. And this one here, you have a very magical future. This is the Garden of Delight, and it's simply waiting for you to enter it. And we have the Victory of Mariam. It's beautiful, beautiful card here. A beautiful, beautiful Victory of Mariam. This is why I was crying. This is why I was crying in the beginning, because this is having victory over dysfunction. This is having victory and breakthroughs over dysfunction, family curses, generational curses, ancestral karma, things like that. So this is you having a breakthrough from that. So like I said, I really feel like this is going to be in 3 years, but just the fact that you're on your way there is going to give you an adrenaline rush. I can't remember if I pulled one of these for you. So if I didn't, I'm going to pull another. So that is your Lover's Potential reading, Virgo. It's pretty much urging you to stay single and to enjoy the journey between now and your final destination. You know, I know final destination sounds kind of dramatic. I don't really mean final destination. I mean like your long-term location. So I see you moving once, and then moving again, and then possibly moving again, and then staying there for a long time. And that's what you want, because ultimately you crave stability. You want to be stable, and you haven't really been stable in the past 10 years. It's been very chaotic, and you're tired of moving around, but unfortunately you're just gonna have to continue to move around a little bit more. We have creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Beautiful, beautiful, creating heaven on earth.